is Hela Mchangani, where as always you can trust us to inform you matters agribusiness. Now previously Hela Mchangani has featured urban farmers who are practicing bag gardening. Now today we meet Henry Muriithi, who has a mobile orchard and is generating tree seedlings. He will tell us the importance of grafting to get quality fruit trees. Let's take a look at what he has. Thank you, Henry, for joining us on today's show. We know fruits are a very important part of our diet, especially in today's generation. And I can see you've done a lot of fruit tree seedlings. What inspired you to start doing fruits and fruit trees?
After my secondary education, I went to do a diploma in agriculture in a Farmers Training Institute. From there now it's when I developed the career of doing my nursery. After trying to get a job, I couldn't get. Yeah, I saw planting trees, the seedlings, you sell to the farmers all over the country. Although initially I started whereby I had very few customers who are coming to buy from me. Yeah. So I grew by time. With time now that until I expanded, until I got, now I've been known all over the country and even in East and Central Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, even Southern Sudan, and a very big project concerning the same. Yes.
So you want to say now you've done for how many years approximately?
I've done for more than 15 years.
15 years?
Yes.
Can you say it's a good business that anyone can start, or what does it require really for someone to start and, be successful like you have been?
In nursery, basically you just need to understand how the little techniques of getting the hybrid fruits, because several people now, they are moving out of the traditional way of doing things. They want the fruit seedlings or the trees which bear fruits within 18 months or 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing for yours?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for mine. Okay. They are producing from 1 year, you can eat even the apples, which have been grafted a year ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, talking about grafting, what is the process of grafting and what is the importance?
The importance of grafting is that maturity is faster.
Yes.
And then you have the hybrid variety. Yeah, people are talking about the apples you are getting from South Africa, but now we have them here. That is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but how did you get to, start, as in, where did you first start your seedlings from? Where did you get them from at first, so that now you can continue and take it all up from there?
I got the information through an NGO who I got the first root stocks, the apple root stocks. The one which you grafted later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's how it started for the apples.
All right.
Yeah. But initially apples have been there in the country, so I continue looking around with the root stocks, which are the best suited for grafting to the hybrid variety. Yes.
Okay. So right now, how many fruits are you doing in your shamba?
The seedlings regeneration, I have several thousands. For apples, I have at least 10,000 seedlings. Yeah, you see, you reproduce, they are bought, then it's a continuous process. It's not a process that you do, then you come to a stop. Yeah, it's something you do on diligent basis, either of all the fruits. Yeah, the mangoes the same. I have more than 10,000 seedlings, which are ready, and we are still now having seeds. Yeah, we are putting directly from the pips so that we can have the ones which we are going to graft next season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for each type of tree seedling you have, there's a different season for them in terms of growing them, is it?
Yeah, you have to time the season when the seeds are ready, you get them. directly. The seeds which are sweetened most for regeneration. Yeah, you don't get all mango seeds, and they are not all suitable for grafting. You get those indigenous varieties.
Where do you get them from?
Yeah, I buy from farmers specifically, which take care of them so that they have a high percentage of germination.
So you actually grow after the seedling, you actually grow the tree itself now?
Yes.
But you grow them in bags?
I grow in polythene bags, the small polythene bags. After 4-6 months, I do the grafting.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you compare growing a fruit tree in a bag and in the farm? Is it the same, or what could you say about that?
Preferably, it depends with the size of the land the client has.
Yes.
If you have a small area where your residences, you don't have a farm, it is advisable that you take these big pots. Yeah, you can replace them with your flowers and still continue enjoying the nutrition of the fruits. Yeah, which you have personally produced and you have done them organically. Yes.
So you're saying it's something anyone can practice, even
Anybody
in Nairobi?
can do,
yeah,
provided you get the proper seedlings.
Okay.
Yeah, the hybrid seedlings. Yes. Yeah.
How long does a fruit tree seedling stay before now you transfer it to a bag so that it can fully mature?
Immediately after grafting.
Yes.
And the graft has taken on. It is the time you transplant it to the big pot or the bigger polythene. It depends on the choices of the customers. Okay. Yeah, if there is an Honda, if there is no Honda, definitely you buy and equally with the big pots and the polythene bags, the big polythene bags. Targeting those ones are for the big, those people who do not have those the big farms. Yeah. Either they utilize them, they put in their flower beds or in their balconies. Yeah.
Okay, so in the bag, is there a maturing period? Can the fruit tree actually give you good yield, from the bag? You can harvest your mangoes from there.
Yeah, as you can see,
yes,
some mangoes here have more than 100 pieces of mangoes.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you have like 10, then that's a good deal for the family. Yeah. It means for the whole season, when you have the mangoes, you are not going to buy the mangoes. Okay. Yeah.
But when they're in the bucket or the polythene bags, do they also still grow according to the season of mangoes? Like right now we're in the season for mangoes. Do they grow like that, or it's a different kind of thing?
They grow with the season of the mangoes. Okay. Yeah.
And if I carry, for example, today you sell for me the bag, how much will it cost me, first of all?
The ones with the big polythene,
yes,
it's 2,000. With the big buckets,
yeah,
that is 4,000 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm to carry the bag, does it matter wherever I have it, as in Nairobi, or will they just grow the same?
It is going to grow the same.
Because there's
what you just need is to continue putting manure and watering. It will just reproduce as if it is in the farm.
It doesn't matter the weather?
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now speaking of, manure and water, yeah, is that the only way you maintain them, or is there another process? That is the only way
to maintain it. Yeah, because it needs nutrients for the growth and the production of the flowers and fruiting. Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's not a very expensive
It is not an expensive affair.
And it's not labor intensive?
No, it is not labor intensive. The way you maintain your flowers in your compound, the same way you maintain these fruits.
Okay.
Yeah. And also you put the vegetables in the space remaining so that you can combine them. When there are no fruits, you enjoy your most favorite vegetables, yes, out of the same container.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an advantage of doing that?
There is an advantage for people who do not have the farm.
Yes.
Or the farm is very far, so you can put them in your balcony. In the morning you tender them, and in the evening you tender them. Yes.
If I want to start myself, I want to start growing or the seedlings or grafting, is there like a specific process that you need to have for grafting before now you move them, you transfer them?
Yeah, you have to at least have some technical know-how how to do the grafting. Then another thing, you have to know your selection of doing the grafting. Yeah, you have to get from mature trees which have a good producing record for a period of time and which are not diseased. Yeah, at least it's something technical. Yeah, you have to be shown how to do it.
Okay.
Yes.
But later on you'll be showing us
Yeah,
how
I will be showing
the
you.
process of grafting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Hela Mchangani. We're talking about fruit trees today with Henry Muriithi, and one of the concerns that the country is facing now is people taking land to put it to real estate use, land that can be used for agriculture, and we are seeing now there's more scarcity of land, and what people can learn from what you're doing is adopt the use of bags and the buckets like you're doing. What do you think the advantage is of doing what you have done? You could have chosen to take go get a shamba somewhere and do your mango trees or your apple trees from there, but you chose to do this. Why?
I chose to do this because of the food security.
Yes.
Yeah, because as you have seen that the land is scarce in our country. And several people do not hold land. They have only a place where they can reside, where their families are. So taking advantage of this, you use the reused bags and the holy basins. Yeah?
Yes.
You comfortably get your food on the table. The nutritions, or with the mangoes, the fruits, the nutrition they give, and the vegetables on daily basis, you get them out of this. Yes, you can put them in your balcony, as I said earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, and you replace them with your flowers. The same care you take for them, the same care you do for the seedlings.
All right.
Yes.
Is this how big is this place where you're doing this?
This place is around 100 by 100 by 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you have how many plants?
I have more than 1,000 plants.
Wow.
Yeah, the big pots.
Yes.
With the rest are more.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have somewhere else you're doing this, or is this the
I have somewhere else I'm doing. This is just a holding place for now.
Okay.
The big nursery, we have several branches in all over the country. The biggest one is in Isiolo and also in Meru.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the mother nurseries we have for the generation of the seedlings.
Okay.
Yes.
As we have said earlier, land is scarce, and this is something even the young people can adopt. Do you yourself train anybody?
Yeah, I do trainings all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, in churches, I have youth who have their groupings. They usually come here and teach them how to go about it. Yeah. So when they have the polythene like these ones, even the used cement bags, they can reuse them again to put the seedlings and plant their vegetables. Yes.
Do you have many customers from Nairobi?
Yeah, customers are all over the country. That is why we are having a holding point here.
Yes.
Yeah. I usually sell the seedlings even within East and Central Africa, even Southern Sudan. Yes, we have our customers there. And the NGOs also, yeah, which are assisting the dry parts of our area to have the nutrition of the fruits.
All right.
Yes.
We like to learn how to make money from this show. So I would love to ask you, how much do you sell one seedling?
The small
Or does it
seedlings,
depend on the fruit tree?
It depends with the size.
Okay.
The small seedlings immediately after grafting, it is 300 shillings. When it is potted in this polythene bag, it goes for 2,000 each. And when it is in a bigger pot, like the buckets, those big buckets, it is 4,000 each. Yeah.
So you sell along with the bucket?
I said along the bucket, you carry it with the vegetables which are there, and you continue enjoying your vegetables with the fruits.
So that's a seedling is 300 shillings and then 2,000 for the one that you have transferred.
Yes.
And it's mature.
Yes.
Is it mature already?
Yeah, they are mature. The 2,000 ones have fruits already.
Okay.
And the 4,000 ones, they have the fruits. Yes.
Is it a business that someone can take up for commercial use? Like this is purposely what I know I'll harvest, you harvest after every how long?
The big business is for the seedling regeneration.
Or not the fruits?
Yeah. Okay. Also the fruits, we are selling them each at 20 shillings because we are located in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the one which has more than 100 pieces. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is more than 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
20 shillings. I think.
Yeah, and it is from a single bucket. So it's a generating enterprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think even 20 shillings is it's little considering some places it's 30 shillings.
Yeah, very true. And ours are grown organically. Yeah. You don't use those conventional chemicals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So would you? You said you don't use those. So they're not affected by any kind of diseases.
No, you just use those traditional methods of suppressing the pests and the diseases.
Like which method?
Yeah, we have those. You mix some winds, you can spray them. You see the poison levels as they are negligible.
Yes.
Yes, and also use the traps for the insects. Yes.
Okay. What do you think about people who spray their fruits because they are exposing us to many kinds of diseases, if you may say. What do you think about that now that you have grown yours without and they are working out well?
You see, when you use chemicals, there are those chemical residues which remains in the vegetables or the fruits. Okay. So you end up consuming them, and they have the effects with the body and the cells. There's something which you do. That's why probably we are having these several cases of cancers. Yeah. So to avoid that, you just you grow them organically. Yeah. To reduce those chemical residue consumption. Yes.
Now, since you started this type of farming, have you had any sort of challenges that you've seen this is really challenging for me?
Challenges are there. Yeah. One, to get a good farmer, it's a handy thing and somebody trustworthy because we are moving here and there. Secondly, you have to be somewhere you have a permanent source of water. Yeah, and clean water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yourself, where do you get your water from?
We have a spring around, which is very clean, just coming up just a few meters here.
What it requires is a lot of water to maintain and manure. That's what you said.
Yeah, just that, nothing else.
Okay, just before we move to you showing us how you graft, is it a long process?
No, it is not a long process.
Yeah, how long does it take?
It depends on the selection of the scion from a mature tree. Then you make a wedge, both the scions, and you cut there. You make also a wedge from the rootstock. Then you insert and you tie with a strip. Okay. Yeah, an iron paper, that is. Okay. Yes.
If you're to sell, do you have like a ready market, like every day, like someone is asking for seedlings? For the seedlings, yes. Mostly the high season is of when onset of the rains. Yeah, like now we have been having promotion because of the prolonged El Nino rains. Yes. And still it is continuing. Also, we are approaching onset of the season of the rains. We expect now our customers to be there. Obviously, fruit seedlings are bought by small scale, almost even all the year, even distributed.
Yeah, yeah. At least you get the customers each and every week.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We are going to go and see how grafting is actually done, so that you can also do it from where you are and grow a good fruit tree. And by the way, if I don't have a grafted seedling, the fruit tree is likely not to mature as good as the other one.
Okay. Yeah, they are not going to be like the grafted ones.
Yes.
Those ones takes above 7 years to start producing, and they produce small fruits which are not, which does not fit in the market. Yeah. Those Iroko,
you can't really sell them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the purpose of grafting is that we maintain the characteristics of the original plant. That is true to copy from where you got the scion. That is the only way you can maintain the characteristics from specifically from a mango. If you want an apple mango, to get an apple mango pure, yes, through to copy from where you got the scion.
All right.
Yes.
I think we shall head to where we can graft.
Now inachukua scion. The grafting process, we start by cutting this. You buy this raw in a general hardwares. Then it is the one with the ones you get the strips to graft the seedlings, and the grafts are just cut like this. You get the normal size according to the trees you are going to graft, the root stock and the scion. From there, you go to a mature tree, whereby you select the scion from a tree which you know the variety. And it is done, you select the size of the scion, of the root stocks which you are going to graft, and you remove the leaves so that you reduce the water loss from the scion. So from there we go to the root stock and we do the grafting, and you have to use very Now this is our root stock which we are going to graft. You just remove the leaves, the stems. You just remain with one main stem. In grafting, you have to use apparatus which are very sterile. Like these ones, you use the scalpel and its holder, and it has to be very sharp. You make a wedge from the scion. You make a wedge both sides so that it may appear like this. Also, you come now, you cut the root stock. You also make a wedge, and then you put the scion at the center. You have to make terrains on both sides. You take the strip, and you tie it tightly. You have to tie it watertight so that water does not enter. You tie up to the hand to reduce the water rising from the scion, to have a speedy take up.
Well, this has been Hela Mchangani. I hope you have learned that in as much as you might not have enough land or space to actually grow your fruit trees, a mobile orchard is actually an option. I have been your host, Diana Mbogwa. Join me next time, same time, in a different location.